stream elements.
Said. EAS_Cowboy is now live. Streaming Dungeons and Dragons Online. Back to the journey in D&D.
Those audios on.
There we go. Oh, I guess I want more. There we go. There's my camera. Where's my roll 20? There it is. No. Back. I need to do something about my touchscreen. Oh my god.
What seems to be the officer problem?
It's just every now and then I'll tap something, but it registers at a different spot. I just need to recalibrate it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, have I dropped my phone? Sure. Is it beat to shit? No.
No, it's... I mean, I would most likely just have fixed that by reattaching the entire screen, but there's probably a program that will recalibrate it for you.
Yeah.
I don't know, even if it's more
I think I have all the timers that I need for
Okay.
now.
And this is for the rotations and whatnot.
Yeah.
By the way, Dan, did you get my Discord message last week?
Yeah, did you see my answer?
Don't believe I did. Hold on.
Not that I don't appreciate, getting that from you, but
Yeah, there it is. Okay, no worries.
I mean, we can talk privately and I can give you mine, but
No biggie, no worries. Because I figured I had like everybody else's, so I wasn't sure.
I mean, I'll throw mine in there.
You don't have to. It's totally fine. Okay. Cool, cool.
Cool,
What,
cool,
are you hungry?
cool.
You're hungry?
Yes, I'm hungry. I'll put on a pizza while we like to start.
Ooh, pizza. We're not going outside right now. Mama's eating.
So I guess the question
Okay,
is,
let us come over.
side wants to start.
Well, I feel like me and Dan kind of dominated last session, so I think we should give Cowboy and Miranda a shot.
Okay, I'm back. I'll see you in a little while, Scarlett.
Come sit with Mama. Mama's gonna eat. Here. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna start on the cook side.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Hey, about that boys will be boys thing earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna put this out there. You gotta train them, and then you gotta occasionally also prompt them. Not every, but like I'm deadly serious. That's you're gonna make your own and their life a lot better in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for oh shit, everything over.
Okay.
Clumsy. Okay, so for
Are you hungry?
today's stuff, how this will work is going to be
What, baby?
uh,
You want
each
some?
side is going to have a certain amount of time.
Yeah. Okay, let's
During
get them.
that time, it'll only be their side. When it switches to the other, so say cook, so it's going to start on cook side. When it switches over to patrol side, if there is something that intertwines, it'll happen on the other side every time. So say the cooks are doing something and it might happen to intertwine with you guys on the patrol side. You guys will be able to do that on your side, not at that direct time. Does that make sense? Am I saying that correctly?
You're saying we're running simultaneous, but taking our actions one at a time, like a turn-based game. Kinda.
Well, yeah, you guys are going to be taking your stuff simultaneously because everything happens in the same 20-minute time span, but we're going to be doing the 20-minute time spans individually instead of me going like jumping over and going like, okay, what are you guys doing? It'll be the cooks doing their side of whatever they end up doing, and then we'll go over to patrol. And if something that I see would have intertwined, I will tell you guys like, okay, we're gonna like take a few minutes that pauses time and deal with it. Otherwise, it will go back and forth 20 minutes at a time.
Yeah, and that's a little too much information to, like.
Well, that's why I'm like, I'm not saying that you have to remember,
Mhm.
everything. I'm just saying if there's something that all of a sudden, say you think might, because you have your own maps. So if there's something that, you know, you're paying attention to them doing, and you're on a patrol route and you could encounter it, just write it down. You know, if
Okay.
it seems necessary. I'm usually pretty good at, being on top of that, so I'm not
Right.
as concerned. But it's just something that I'm letting you guys know about because it is a 20-minute interval per shift changes and stuff like that. Now, again, I don't think this is going to be something in the beginning that's going to happen because everybody just got to Revel's End. So there's going to be a lot more, learning, exploring, figuring stuff out. I think this is going to be more once you guys figure out how everything works that this is going to matter. But I just wanted to let you know.
I
Just
mean-
for the sake of.
It sounds more complicated than it is. I've had
Probably.
similar-
That's why I was asking if I explained it right. So instead of my normal, let's put it this way: instead of my normal, when I go, I take like 5 or so minutes, and then all of a sudden I go, hold on a minute, and I stop them, and I come over to the other side when you guys are split doing something, and go, what are you doing during this time? It's gonna be on an actual time scale because of how the prison works. So
Yeah, so
maybe
if
that
you
clears
do
it up
something
better.
like 10 minutes into their shit, they trigger the alarm for the whole thing, then it's going to be 10 minutes into our shift before that actually happens, before we see the
Right.
result.
Which is why I've got like 3 timers going. One's for patrol route, one's for the patrol reset, and then I've got a third one that'll be, if I deem there's something that I need to remember, like, how far in.
Yeah.
And we'll see how well I do at keeping up on those as well. So. Okay, so we're gonna start on the guard side. Cowboy, I haven't heard you this entire time. Oh, he's
On the
muted.
pit side.
He might be on the phone.
No, I'm right here.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sitting here cooking.
Oh, okay, my bad. Other than that, where the hell? And for all intents and purposes, your closet is still in a pocket dimension, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just double checking. That's all.
And I'm just answering.
Let's see, kitchen and side rooms. Cowboy and Miranda, I need you both to roll a d6.
Roll that for me. I'm currently saving.
Olympia. I think I'll probably have to roll for Cowboy too, which is fine. Roll. Quaho.
5.
Roll.
I got a 5.
Oh, okay, you rolled.
Yeah, I can roll.
I didn't know if you said you were cooking, so I didn't know if you were back. I'll take your roll.
No,
for
I'm
the
talking
one I
about
rolled.
in the game. I'm in the kitchen cooking in the game.
Oh, I thought you meant real life, man.
I mean, so did I.
No, that was me.
Okay, so you got a 5. She got a 6. And then I've got to roll a couple more. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Here, Gwendolyn, let Mama sit with you and we'll eat.
Oh, that almost came out perfect.
Gonna bite?
Actually, it did come out perfect. So, in the kitchen area, you guys will be on the last shift.
A bite? Yeah. Okay. Can you eat it?
Okay, so for Cowboy and Miranda, your guys' first portion of the shift, you guys will actually not be on duty.
Okay.
So you guys start out off duty. There are 6 cooks in total that take shifts working in pairs, which you guys ended up getting odds or evens, whatever it was, but you guys ended up together. So you will be working on the same shift together. Your guys' jobs are to produce meals for the prison staff. The kitchen contains everything one would expect to see, as well as an iron stove, a pump that draws water from a magically heated cistern on the roof. Off-duty cooks sleep in the largest of the 3 rooms west of the kitchen, which is this one, the bottom left of that triangle.
So compass directions are correct on this map.
Yes. Again, the the side room is lit by a continual flame spell that can be suppressed or activated by uttering the word lights, which you guys are informed of. Again, the middle room is not heated, unlike the rest of the prison. It is used for cold storage. The smallest side room is a well-stocked pantry. And then you guys have access to the mess hall, which is full of the tables and benches and cutlery stored in the cabinets along the south wall. The mess hall serves as breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the characters can meet here without arousing any suspicion when you're off duty. So, you guys, Cowboy and Miranda, which is Tato and Pop Tart,
Put it on the floor.
again,
Put it on the floor.
remember your names.
Hello. Mama. Mama. One more. Whoa, hold on. There you go.
Back here.
Are you tired, baby?
Scale it down. I didn't say fucking rotate.
Yep, all fine. You want more? Or are you good? You want more? Okay, Mom, go get it.
Okay. So, Cowboy and Miranda, it is on you.
Okay, so we're off duty and we're in, I guess, room, or are we anywhere specific?
Yeah, you guys
here?
are starting off in the. So, because you're off duty, you guys will start off in the. What's it called? The whatever room.
Bunk room.
Bunk room, barracks.
We the only
Yeah,
2
because
in
it
there.
says off-duty cooks sleep in the largest of the 3 rooms west of the kitchen. So, technically, you guys start off duty. So, You can choose what you'd like to do.
Are we
You
the
can be
only
very
ones in the
bland and
room?
sleep through your shift and, huh? No, you would have I didn't put them in, but you would have the 2 other chefs as well.
Okay, so there's 4 chefs per shift.
There's 2 chefs per shift. There's 6 chefs in total, and the only 2 at a time are working. So it would be you guys, and here I'll just do it quickly. Whatever, there, and there. You guys will be in there with 2 other. You guys are in the, bunk room, and there are 2 other chefs in there as well with you currently.
Awake or
Okay.
asleep?
Say again.
Awake
Awake
or
or
asleep?
Well, let's find out. One is awake and one is asleep.
Can we explore the prison, kind of, or is there like
Yeah,
off
we
limit
need to find a
places
place to talk.
Here, come here.
Need to find a place
Come
where
here,
just
baby.
me and you and we can talk.
Yeah.
Gwendolyn.
So our best bet would probably be, looking through the pantries to see what we have to work with.
Here you go. No? You don't want more? Ooh, good.
What's this area back here?
That's part of the mess hall. Which again, the mess hall is a place you are allowed to go for, when you're off duty for breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's a meeting place, and it's also
Here.
it's also a place to where you
Blow it.
guys are able to commingle.
Okay, so like guards to chef, chef to guard.
Yeah, guards the chef, exactly. So the mess hall is you guys can meet there without arousing suspicion or causing like the suspicion level to go up or down. So when everybody goes on, breakfast, lunch, or dinner type of a deal, and you guys all end up in there, it's not going to cause anything.
Do we know if the our guards, are on duty or off duty right now?
You don't know that at all. You guys just got there, so you guys were taken to separate areas.
Well, then I guess maybe we start there to see if they're on duty or off duty.
Well, let's see. I'm gonna walk out in here. Anybody in here?
Yep. You've got a decent amount of off-duty guards that are kind of sitting around. I will pull some here in just a second.
What? Oh. Mommy? Mommy? Christy? That one? You want a green bean? You want some? How about that one? Hmm? Huh? Oh, green bean. Oh, God.
You got about 8 guards in there that are just kind of, BSing,
No?
sitting there having a meal. We'll say that it's roughly about lunchtime right
Ooh.
now. But
Ooh.
it's not actually or we're gonna say it's getting close to lunch, but they're using their break time to be in here.
Here. Oh, I'm sorry. Mama already ate it.
How dare you, Mama?
I've been letting her eat out of my bowl, and she doesn't want to take a bite, so I'm gonna eat it. There you go. Look, green bean. Green bean. Mmm.
Well, we'll go back up in here, go beside her, very quietly whisper to her that we need to find a place to talk private.
Okay. Silently nod my head and say, let's go check out the pantries and the cold storage.
So which one are you guys going to go to?
Check the pantry, see if anybody's in there.
Yeah, start with the pantry.
Okay, so you guys are both making your way to the pantry.
Yep.
Yeah.
So as you guys are opening the door to the pantry, the head chef looks at you and goes, "Hey, what are y'all doing? You're not on duty."
Just familiarizing ourselves with the workspace.
Both of you roll a deception check with advantage.
Good job, baby. Knuckles? You want more? Yeah. All right, let Mama go get you a little bit more.
Where is that? Section.
Roll twice.
Yes, you roll twice, take the biggest one. There
I
you
got a
go.
21.
On which one? On the second, first,
On the second one.
third? Okay.
I mean, does it matter?
I was making sure she rolled twice.
Oh.
Chef looks at you and goes, "All right, everybody's new here, so do what you need to do, but don't be messing anything up in there, and
No.
you guys go about your business." He gets back to cooking.
Alright, so we're in the pantry.
Yeah, you guys are in the pantry currently.
I'm gonna turn to her, look, and say, "What the fuck are we doing? We in a high security prison without a plan on how to get this motherfucker out of here."
Well, we have that scroll, so if we fuck up, we can use that.
I mean, there's been no communication between us and them on how we're gonna do this.
I'm
gonna
gonna pause time real quick. Didn't you guys actually
No.
sworn?
No, we have not
During
discussed
the-
we have not discussed any type of plan on how to get this person out of here.
The only thing
We
that we
jumped
discussed
on
is Mary
we jumped on a boat and came here.
Well, like I said, time is paused real quick. I could have sworn that you guys during the when you guys were in the hut doing stuff, was that just coming up with a plan of how you guys are going to come in, but that
Yeah,
you guys didn't
that's all that
discuss
was.
anything else?
That's all that
Other
was.
side too, guards. Is that correct?
As far as
Yeah, kind of. I think I voiced the opinion that we should, use the first time to like get the layout and whatever, and formulate a plan, and then
Yeah.
gather and just like forming a plan. When okay, you have a map of the prison, cool. That
Yeah,
doesn't
but we
mean
don't know the
anything.
schedules and the routines or
Yeah.
anything, and I think that's
Right.
what everybody
Which is
kind of
why
agreed on was to make the schedule or figure out the schedule.
yeah.
But beyond that, we haven't fixed that shit.
Okay. Time start.
Okay, so
I just thought I'd bring it to
right
her
now, I think
attention.
we just need to figure out the schedule and the routine, and figure out what weaknesses we have and how we can communicate to make a plan
Yeah, that's
with
gonna be the hard.
everybody else.
That's gonna be the hard part. Find a way to communicate to them on what to do.
Well, we will
I'm gonna
have
pause
some
time one more
access to
time.
them in the mess hall.
I was gonna say I'm pausing time again. The information that you guys were given is the mess hall is a common area, and that is a place where you guys will be able to quote unquote meet with each other, without raising the suspicion level or anything. So,
Are you
eventually,
dead?
yes, you
I,
guys
I,
will run
I
into
think
each other.
I think what Cowboy might be onto there is that if you're planning
I
a
understand his
break in
I
the
understand
middle of
his time. I'm just letting him know that this was information that was given out, like
Yeah, I know it would be common
some
areas, but yeah, we also got to find time to have them in there by themselves too.
Yeah.
well,
Well, we can discuss the plans. What I'm saying.
Or
again,
at least pass notes somehow.
yeah. So time start.
So I think our first couple of shifts are probably just going to be figuring out if there's, any shady chefs, and then we can relay the message, kind of figure out how we're going to communicate to them without raising suspicion.
I agree. But from my point of view, this is a fucking suicide mission.
Well, did you ever send the information on that scroll that we got, Jeremy?
I'm almost positive I've sent everything.
Okay. I'm doing my hair now, so I don't have access to my phone.
Who had the scroll?
Cowboy did.
Then if Cowboy did, I'm almost positive that if he had it, I probably put it in his inventory myself.
You did.
Okay.
Me and you had talked about that because there was two things in here. I thought.
Okay, so then it's in Cowboy's inventory.
Okay, so I
We
would
just
say
need to
that's
go
our
through.
fail-safe plan. We fuck up.
I don't remember anything about
Because this
I'll
is
be
the week
honest,
that you
I
weren't
don't
here, and we
remember
got
either,
it from
but
the trader.
Okay.
but
So right
I
now, I guess
guarantee that I put it either in the Discord, the D&D chat, or I sent it to him privately. Which privately, well, no, because if it was something you guys bought from the trader,
No, I just sent her the
probably
information I
inside.
had. So.
Okay, I was gonna say because I almost guarantee I probably put it in your guys' stuff.
so.
But
Right
again,
now, I guess
that scroll is going to be a one-time use for modify memory. So,
and on a single target.
yep, one creature that you can see. Okay, and I'm gonna pause time again, just because. All of you in your inventory, which I don't remember if you guys actually put it in your inventory, but you guys do have it.
The crystal map.
No, you guys have that horn.
That what?
Hold on.
Oh,
I'm
a
going
golden.
through-
The map.
Well, you guys have the map that's inside your hand.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
yeah.
one thing. But I know for a fact that you guys. I'm trying to remember what the item was that I had shared with all of you. So you guys have like I just can't remember. It's like a horn or something.
Yeah, it's
A
their
horn?
alarm horn.
Yeah, you want to eat it? Go ahead. You eat it.
Horn of a silent alarm.
Okay.
Okay, I don't have that in here.
Me neither.
I have a golden key.
That'll be good when we get to the water temple. I'm getting a pizza out of the oven.
Yeah. Time's paused
No,
right
no,
now.
you
So,
eat. You eat.
did I send that to everybody individually, Cowboy? Is that how I did that?
I don't know. I know you told everybody about it, and I think you put it in mine. I didn't put it in mine, so I'm thinking you put it in mine.
Or do you just have it in your inventory currently?
I think you told everybody about it. I think you put it in mine.
Oh, I know I told everybody about it. That's not the issue I'm talking about.
But
I'm just trying to
Yeah, it does sound
where-
familiar, but
what I was trying to say is,
Okay, yeah.
I
So
didn't.
everybody did get
I did
the-
not put it into my inventory. You put it into my inventory. That's what I was trying to say.
Silent alarm. Okay, so one is yes, I do know I had talked to everybody about this because it was something that everybody got. Horn of Silent Alarm. When you use an action to blow it, one creature of your choice can hear the horn's blare, provided the creature is within 600 feet of the horn and not deafened. No other creatures hear the sound coming from the horn. The horn regains 1d4 expended charges daily, blah, blah, blah. Usually it has 4 charges. Everybody got one, but it only has 1 charge.
and you have to wait until the next day to use it.
No.
Oh, it doesn't say it recharges? I thought I heard that.
No, I understand what it says. This was an item that was given to you guys, and it was basically everybody got one. It's a modified item. It has 1 charge, and then it dies.
Okay.
So you guys all have a horn, which again I know we went through this, but there was like a couple week period of stuff, so no big deal. But everybody has a horn that one creature of your choice can hear it. So just do remember that as well. Everybody put it in your inventory. Called Horn of Silent Alarm. And a 600-foot radius, is pretty much, in this area, pretty much the whole, anywhere in the prison, you'll be able to use it to alert one person.
Okay. Horn of Blasting. Okay, well, the only ones that are listed under Horn, because I'm going to.
You're probably gonna have to make like a manual one, but what I'm gonna do real quick is, because that's part of like the Capenthium thing that I don't have, or Xanthar's Guide to Everything, which I don't have unlocked, so it's not gonna be a big deal. But there is
You can go lay down.
the description in Discord.
I mean, it's
Again.
just one you use one time to alert whoever you want to alert.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm gonna change that, and I'm gonna take that part out.
It's a cell phone with enough credits for one text message.
So I've edited the text so it makes sense. That is what you guys have. All right. Time start.
Okay,
Cowboy Miranda.
so how do you think we should go about our first shift? Do you want to just hang out in the mess hall and kind of see what we can hear for now? I know lunch is coming up.
Yeah, we got to get some information on what's going on here. Because without it, we're going to be dead. We won't make it out.
Okay, so let's get out of here so we don't raise suspicion and kind of go back to the mess hall and start trying to figure out things for lunch.
All right.
Gwendolyn, I'm gonna throw everything off the
So you guys are going back to the mess hall.
Yep.
Yeah.
Talking about is one thing, so make sure to actually say what you guys are doing, please.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are in the mess hall. Roll a d20, please. Odds and evens is the roll.
I got 9.
Nine and 12. Okay. All I needed. Go ahead.
Smile. Uh-oh. Mama, Dad.
Sit down. I'm gonna sit down towards the middle of the area. That way I can hear any conversations going on.
Really, the giant. What's boy doing?
Okay.
What's boy doing? Yeah.
And then what do I need to roll a perception check to hear? See what I hear?
No, I mean they're not trying to hide anything. So I mean, the most of the conversation, you get a couple guys that pulled some cards out and they're sitting there just kind of playing like just regular like 5-hand poker, just fucking off, maybe some goldfish, whatever. And a few of them are complaining about the weather because of how cold it is, and that's about the conversation you hear.
Okay. How long until lunch comes?
You don't know that.
Okay. Can we assume that everybody eats lunch at the same-ish time, or they come in like 2 groups, basically?
We're
Again,
gonna
you don't know
start.
that.
Not even the cook know when lunch is gonna be.
Okay.
I'm just letting you guys know I will let the dead air sit here for the next 5 minutes until your guys' time runs out, unless you guys do something.
We're just sitting there listening.
I'm trying to think. How about I'm gonna try and join in on that game of cards just to start socializing with people.
Sure.
I'm gonna sit in the table, pull my holy symbol out, and just look at it and listen. I'm done.
Okay. I don't want to win at the card
Cowboy,
games.
roll a d20, please. Okay. Yeah, no, you can sit and play cards. Looks like they're just playing some, regular poker.
Mhm.
Roll,
Don't do that. Eat your food.
roll, what is it, 5d6.
5d6, me.
Yep. And if you get a 6, re-roll it.
5. You're welcome. Okay, finish your food. 4. 3. 6. So re-roll that one. Re-roll completely or just the one?
Just
That's
if you
another
get a 6,
6.
re-roll it.
4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Okay.
That's 6 cards.
Sure.
You said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1.
Yeah, the 1 was my last roll.
Sounds like an adult song.
Okay, so out of the 5 rolls that don't include a 6, that is your hand.
Okay. So 1, 2. Okay.
Okay. Show your hand. What do you have?
I got a 5, 3 4s, and a 3.
So you have 3 of a kind.
Yeah.
Okay. The first guy, he's got a pair of 2s, so beat him. Second one has 3 2s and 2 5s, full house. He'll beat you.
Okay.
Cowboy, roll me another d20.
No, it's mine.
Okay. Mama's just helping.
Okay. Roll another 5 dice.
Okay. Are you all done now?
No. Bigger.
3.
Bigger. Oh, bigger.
Reroll that. 2. 3. Okay. So I got a 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 3. So I got 2 of a kind. Or
Two of a
is
kind?
that a run?
What?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah.
No, that's called an open straight. So it's not a straight.
Okay.
So you just have a pair.
Okay.
First guy has 2 3s, 2 5s. He's got 2 pair. Second guy has a straight 1 through 5. And they're all sitting around, laughing, enjoying, just kind of, the banter pretty much stays to, the BS going on. There's a little bit of, you fucking suck at this game as one wins, the other wins. And Cowboy, one last D20, please. All right. Over to the guards.
Okay.
I need both of you to roll a D20.
D20.
Oh, I'm sorry. D6.
Oh, D6.
My bad.
No worries. 6. Let's move the ball. You can switch it up.
Dan,
Yeah.
you gonna roll?
Oh shit. Sorry, I didn't hear you. I was stuffing my mouth. You wanted a D20?
Understandable.
D6,
You've got
please.
pizza, dude.
A D6?
Yeah, D6.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Should have
ignore
been a
that.
D8, but I'm gonna fix it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I fucked up.
No,
That's,
you're good. Just
it
do a
was,
D6. You're
it
good.
rolled a 6. It rolled a 16 and a 6. I could
Okay.
re-roll it if
Barry,
you...
what'd you get?
I got a 6.
There you go. Sorry.
Um,
Okay, if you want a pure roll, it's a 2 now.
No, it's fine. I can literally just click on it and see what it rolled on that 6, so it's fine.
Yeah, just I thought you wanted a D20, so I clicked that, and then I clicked the other one, and it rolled both.
Yeah, no, that was my bad because I said D20 first. But either way, no, I'm okay with that. So 6, 6. Um. Boop, boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Okay, writing that down. All right, and
Don't do that. Don't do that. Eat your food.
then one more roll, D4 from both of you.
D4. 4.
It is good.
Cool. Dan, you will be on first patrol with one of the other guards with you.
Alright.
See, Mama?
Mm-hmm. What's up? Oh, the hair. Here, Mama got it. Mama got it.
So
Are you all done?
You do have your map, remember, right? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's
Oh, yeah.
Well, I
mine.
mean, you both should have your maps.
Yes.
I understand you're going to have your map pulled up, but it also shows the patrol route. If you need a reminder on how the patrol works, I can read that off to you real quick. But yes, no, maybe.
Find the one with the actual patrol route. Yeah. Okay.
You're about to go on patrol.
It's the blue one, right? The blue map.
The blue map, yeah.
Yeah.
The yellow lines.
So guards regularly patrol in pairs from the guard room R3, which is where you guys are, alternating which room for each patrol around the hexagon. With short checks into the courtyard and the armory. The route is marked for yellow on your guys' player's map, and it normally takes about 4 minutes.
Okay.
So, what I'm doing right now is your guys' time starts now, and your patrol starts now.
Does it matter if it's clockwise or counterclockwise?
Nope. You do your patrol as you see fit.
All right, I'll be just maneuvering through like this path.
So you're gonna head this way. Okay.
Yeah, if the other guard is with me. I mean,
Yeah. I won't move him, but yes, you have another guard that is walking. You guys are walking side by side down these corridors.
And I'm not on patrol currently, correct?
Not currently.
Okay, just making sure.
So I'm gonna try to actually do my job, but for other purposes than intended. I want to be extra perceptive, look for.
You can be extra perceptive all you want as long as the dice agree.
I
with you.
know. Let me finish my sentence. I want to be looking for, things that are out of order, cracks, what might be like, a loose brick. Like, I'm just mapping my surroundings. I have all the time in the world, right?
Understandable. I mean, no, you don't
You've
have
got
all
4
the time in the
minutes.
world, but yeah, you got 4 minutes. I paused the time for this specific conversation, but
I get to do this patrol over and over and over as many times as I want.
Fair.
I mean, that's technically true. You can literally end the campaign patrolling.
Yeah. So I'm just, doing what a guard is supposed to do, looking for things out of place, trying to memorize how many steps, etc.
Roll a perception.
That is like, that's my role just from that dice.
I also need a history check. Well, one's better than the other. And from now on, just for shits and giggles, I will tell you that from now on, anytime that anybody wants to do something like that, it will be a perception check and then a history check. One to see if you actually see anything, the other to see if you will remember it later.
Okay.
All right, I just keep patrolling. That's what I got for now.
Okay. And what I'll tell you is, as you're looking around, with that, check, what you see is a well-maintained, very well-built prison that, it seems to be very in order. So I will resume time. Actually, I'm going to pause time because I need to see.
Just FYI, like, I'm not gonna role play that I'm walking in a circle for 20 minutes, like, unless something else happens.
Your thing is not 20 minutes long.
Okay, I'm just saying, like,
Your patrol is 4 minutes long.
well, you know what I meant, though, right?
I'm sitting here telling you, like, your patrol is 4
fair
minutes long, so you will tell me where you're going. You started going to the right, so At this point, you would have made it to the armory, which is this area over here. And again, patrol routes. Short checks would be courtyard and the armory, so it would be kind of you poking your head in, just looking.
Can I see if there's
And I'll let you know that the armory, as you poke your head in, this room contains wooden racks, chests filled with weaponry. Floating in the middle of the room is a spherical creature with a large central eye and 4 writhing eye stalks.
Mama, I'm here.
Bring it now.
okay?
You
Lighting.
see, as you kind of make your check, I mean, weapons that you see are going to be some halberds, some long swords, some short swords, some pikes, heavy crossbows, light crossbows. You kind of see just like an armament of this is the, weaponry that
Pretty
they
much
have.
fortress at this point.
Yeah.
But there's nothing like
and what you see in the middle is a spectator.
Oh, I thought it would be a beholder, but yeah.
I'll say that
Does
you
the
actually
beholder
will
have
have this
more eyes?
info because it would have been something that would have been given to you. The armory is guarded by a spectator that treats the weapons as treasure. It knows every member of the prison staff on site. It won't leave the room and attacks anyone it doesn't recognize. So this is information that is given to you as a guard.
I remember you actually did a thing where you were told that. Does it attack on sight or does it attack if you cross the threshold?
What did I? Hold on.
Can I poke
It knows every member of the staff on site, so it knows you on site. It won't leave the room and attacks anyone it doesn't recognize.
Okay, fair enough. It knows me, or it knows my face.
Right. So because you were a guard coming in, it knows you as a guard, and it's not going to attack you.
Okay, and there's nothing else that is special in that room apart from that creature that I can tell. Like it's a well-maintained armory, but it's
That's about it.
like magical sword floating in the middle. There's no like.
Nope.
Okay,
I'm resuming time.
I just keep walking.
Okay. Your next stop is going to be this, which is the courtyard. As you poke every. It says that you do about every other, so that's a thing. But the courtyard it's paved with flagstones, which are covered with some light dusting of snow. When the weather allows, prisoners are brought out there, either individually or in small groups, depending on how everything goes. It's basically for their fresh air exercise. It's their common area that they get brought to. They're watched closely by guards on the ground as well as guards in the corner tower. And characters, you guys would be able to have small conversations with them, with the prisoners in this area.
All done? One more, mama.
Okay.
One more. Me? Okay, get down.
So with that, you'll be making your way on your route all the way around. Roll me another perception and a history. Dang, boy.
I mean, I gotta hit something sometimes, right?
Yeah. Again, you're like right next to the the other side, which is where the other guard room is. You have 2 different guard rooms, and so you're able to make out from that even though you haven't seen it, you can make out that is the other guard room. It's pretty definitive of what it looks like on your guys' on the other side. But again, even with that perception, you can tell that this is a very well-made prison that is very well maintained.
What do you mean even with that perception? It's a 20, like.
Huh?
What do you mean even with that perception? It's a 20. Like, come on.
Well, that's what I'm saying is even with the 20, what I'm saying is you're not finding anything out of place. You're not finding,
nothing.
Right. This is a very well-maintained prison that seems to be just like, on fucking point.
All right.
As far as you can tell. There's nothing that is out of place. There's nothing that's that you can tell that's just misplaced, mishap. There's not even a small little thing that shouldn't be there as far as you can see so far.
Okay.
And like I said, you're gonna keep making your way around. As you make your way with that perception check, though, you'll know that this room right here, as you're kind of looking around, maybe the guard with you as you're kind of just doing stuff, guard points out, that's one of the meeting rooms.
Meeting rooms.
Trying to find it on my art wheel. Yep. It holds. This room holds a large rectangular table with single chairs on one side, 3 similar chairs on the opposite side, and the room is used for meetings with the prisoners or the warden. So probably like the same way you would see when they're having a meeting to see if they can be let free or whatever. It's kind of the room that they would take them to question or
beat the crap
anything of that nature. Yep, pretty much. So he kind of points that out, and you guys keep making your rounds. And about that time, you guys are making it back to your guard side. And that is the end of your patrol time.
Okay. Can you remind me what was this room that I'm picking?
That room is the stables.
Okay. Well, assuming my duty shift is over for now, or like my part of it, I just sit down with the rest of the guards and try to get to know them a little.
Okay. How do you do that?
I mean, are they're all just like, or the rest is just like in the room, right? Just sitting around, whatever.
Yeah, you guys finished your patrol, and there's 2 pairs in each room. So there's you and another one that went on patrol, and then there's another pair that's with you.
All right. Well, cautiously, I don't make a lot out of myself, if that makes sense. Like,
Yep.
just sit down and say hello and like, not the quiet little mouse, but like I don't really say a lot or whatever. Well, kind of the quiet little mouse. Just I listen, I nod. Somebody tells a joke that's at least a little bit funny. I chuckle a little bit. I basically just tried to fit in like it's
Oh, and actually, I apologize, and I'm pausing time real quick because I need to addendum something. There's 3 guards per room, not 4. For some reason I read 4 somewhere. There are 3 guards that are stationed in each of these 2 rooms. The guards pass the time by playing cards, sharpening their weapons, complaining about the weather, you know, just normal day-to-day stuff. You're in the southern guard room, so that doesn't apply to you. But go on. I just wanted to redo that real quick because it would actually be all 3 of you walking patrol, not 2.
I'm thinking of the other person in my time slot though. It's not really getting any screen time.
I'll tell you right now, you are 14 minutes into your 20 minutes.
No, I mean here.
You're talking about her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you're 14 minutes into your 20 minutes.
Okay.
So you can split it evenly, do stuff for another 3 minutes, or hand it over. It's up to you. I'm letting you know.
Oh, I actually need to hand it over. I didn't realize. Oh, I just sit down like I do the thing, pull out like a random weapon or something, and start to inspect it, and like polish it a little bit or sharpen it, whatever's. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you know, there's a couple of like, you know, you can see there's some used whetstones in here that, you know, some of the other guards, they kind of, you know, either they're playing cards or they're sitting there just, you know, bored. They take out, you know, some of these used whetstones and are sitting there sharpening their weapons up.
Yep.
So yeah, you know, there's one you can grab and do that.
Yep. I do so.
Okay.
And I'd like to pass it over.
All right. Mary. Mary.
Because I didn't
Sorry, I had myself on mute because I was cleaning dishes.
No, you're fine.
So let me see here.
So your patrol is about to start.
Okay.
I thought we were only doing 2 time slots. I'm sorry.
Oh
Nope,
no,
no,
it's
no,
totally
no.
fine. It's fine.
No, guards, which I'm going to pause time right now. Guards, same as the cooks, even if you guys are on 2 separate ones, it's a 20-minute time slot. So that's why I kind of explained it earlier. You guys are, because you're split, it'll be 20 minutes on each side. But with you guys, you have 4-minute patrols, and there's a 20-minute time slot that you split between yourselves.
Yeah, I just,
Unfortunately, the roles made it to where you guys split up, even though you were already split. So split even further.
Yeah.
But okay,
Yeah,
so
I
I'm going to
understand.
resume the normal 20-minute time.
Yeah.
Your 4-minute patrol starts now.
Okay. I will follow
And
the
which
patrol
way
route.
do you want to go? Do you want to? You're going to come out, and you can either go left or right. It's up to you. You can choose your patrol.
I'll go to the right from my current position.
Okay. And again, for shits and giggles, you will have the other guards, you know, following. I'm just going to keep them there unless, you know, needed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll just go along the route as standard, checking the rooms like we're supposed to.
Yep. It says that usually every other room is what you check. So you make it to the courtyard, which I don't know if you heard the
I
spiel
did.
about the courtyard, but we can skip that
Yeah,
if you
I
want.
was listening. I was
Okay.
listening.
So you make it to the courtyard. You're poking your head in. You know, like I said, there's a light dusting of snow currently. It doesn't seem like it's too cold outside. So, I mean, it's cold, but it doesn't seem like it's too bad weather-wise outside from what I just rolled.
Mm-hmm.
And then you will make it to the armory. And as you poke your head in, you know, for the first time, you will see the Spectre. And you will see the assortment of weapons, which again, I've read those off. So if you want me to read them again, that's fine. But so as you poke your head in, you know, you see the Spectre. And it's got its like 4 tentacles. It kind of takes a look at you and, you know, goes back to maintaining its business.
Mm-hmm.
And then by this time, you will make it about down to where the other guard room is.
Yep.
I don't know if you're doing some of the same stuff that Dan was or not, but if you're
Oh, with the
like you
perception and
said,
history.
yeah, that's up to you.
Yeah, I can roll for it just to kind of have some consistency. Just to kind of see.
Go for it.
I know you said it's well maintained and everything, but there could always be that one offshoot thing that could happen.
Well, and also that's what he saw, so those are not things until you guys have conversations that would be known.
Mm-hmm. Give me just a second here.
No problem. I've already paused time while you roll.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Perception and history. Ooh, 30-20 on that one. Just a second while I attend to my sheep.
No, you're good. History is a +4.
Yes, it is. That's why I said it was a dirty 20.
Oh, okay. What was the perception?
Perception was a 6.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I didn't perceive much, and I remembered that I didn't perceive much.
Yeah, no, with that, again, you'll see that everything's, pretty well maintained. You really don't, pay attention to much. You're just kind of moving along, doing the normal.
Yeah,
So time
just
will resume.
just like, looking like a normal shift.
Mm-hmm. So you'll make your way around.
Yep.
And then about this time, you will be coming back up to your room.
Yep.
And then roll a perception.
Okay.
Just a perception inside when you get back into the guard room.
Yep. That's a 10.
Ironically, that's all you needed.
Really?
Yeah, very low for this one. So embedded on the wall in your room,
Uh-huh.
there is an iron lever.
Uh-huh.
And you remember that from some of the quote unquote training that you were told that that lever is what raises the elevator in one of the other areas.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that's the thing.
Okay.
That's so the elevator you guys came in on, which is actually, over here. That is the lever that controls that elevator.
Okay.
So because you are in the northern one, you have information of that.
Okay. Perfect. Sorry about the water, guys.
Nobody can hear it.
What?
I said I can't hear it, so I'm assuming nobody else can.
Okay. Sorry about that.
You have nothing.
So
Guys, 4.
I guess I'll just chill. I don't know, play with my necklace or something. Just exist for a little bit.
That's fine. You guys still have 7 minutes left out of your 20.
Okay. And aside from the room I'm currently in, when we're not en route, like where are we allowed to go?
So you guys are able to when you're not quote unquote on duty doing your patrols and stuff, the mess hall is a place you can go. Off duty guards can go to, give me 1 second. I've already paused time, so just give me a sec. What did you roll on your perception coming in? You roll a 10 on that one. So straight across from you is the hospital.
Yeah.
So you're in a guard room. Straight across from you is the hospital, which you would have been able to, perceive that it's probably got, a red cross or something that actually, kind of points that out.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just going through reading stuff, making sure I'm not missing
Okay.
something.
Okay. I was confused for a second. I was like, why is it so quiet?
No, it's me. Like, I've already paused time. I'm just making sure that I'm not missing something on.
Thought he was starting to hear the battle theme. A wild Rachu has appeared.
Right. So what I'm gonna say is during your off time, you can kind of choose what you want to do.
Uh-huh.
Um,
I just wanted to make sure there were any like restricted areas even to the guards.
I mean, yes, there are, but you were not really told what those are. You were told what your patrol routes are, where you can go.
Okay.
And, other than that, you weren't really told, like, you were just told, do your patrols, do your job. This is where you can go.
Okay.
So, and that's why the D6 roll was there, because there's 6 guards in total. You go in groups of 2 as you go around, so you guys kind of alternate, which I'll make all that work. Don't worry about it. But,
Okay.
when you're not doing your patrol, you have kind of free reign to, in your time slot to do, what you want.
Okay.
If you decide you want to go explore, you decide you want to go do something, that's on you. And that's where the whole like suspicion level comes in, is, figuring out the patrol routes, figuring out, how things operate. So I'm resuming time
Okay.
as the next set of guards come out. But go on. As far as
Okay.
I know, it is still on your time, since he
Okay.
handed it over to you.
Okay. Well, now that my route is finished, I'm gonna look at the other guards that I'm with and tell them that I'm gonna go to the mess hall.
Okay.
And proceed there.
Which way do you head out?
Kind of along the same route that I took, so I'll kind of be passing the guards probably as I'm getting over to the mess hall.
Okay.
Depending on whether they go
I'll
counterclockwise.
be rolling for that here in just a second.
Gwendolyn, can you pull up your pants, please?
Yep.
Come on. Gwendolyn, can you stand up, please? Pull up your pants. Yeah. Think you need a nap, kid? Oh, yeah. That response warrants a nap.
I need you to roll a d20.
Me?
Yep.
Okay. No check, just roll it.
Just a d20.
That's a 5. Okay, let's go. Come on. Come on. What?
All right. So
Freya.
as you guys make your way around, you do encounter the other guards, and they just kind of wave at you as you make your way by. Oh God, why did I make it wider? And you make your way down to the mess hall.
Okay. Yep, waved as they passed and went to inquire about a snack. Okay,
Yep.
come on, let go. Thank you. With that, I feel like I'm at a pretty good stopping point.
All right. Return it back to Dan.
Oh. Oh.
I'll return it back to Dan.
Yeah, I kind of just like I don't have a new patrol, do I?
Nope. The other two guards that were with you are currently out on patrol.
Okay.
Hey, no thank you. No thank you.
I just keep doing what I'm doing. Like this phase for me is just about not arousing suspicion and getting a general layout.
Okay.
I mean, I suppose I could. Whoop.
Here, a fresh towel.
You're gonna make your way to the mess hall as well.
I'll walk over to Cookie McChef there.
Okay.
And find a seat.
These guys are finishing up their patrol.
Hey, stop. Come on, all done. We're all done. Come on. Bye-bye. Oh, okay. Come on, all done now.
And with that, you guys hear what seems to be like a loud foghorn that kind of, it's not deafening to your guys' ears, but it's like it was sounded outside. And with that, you see a bunch of these guards that were in the room, get up and start to leave. And as that happens, you see more. They're kind of intertwining. So you see some leave and you see some coming in.
Come on, we're all done.
Shift change.
That was the horn. As the chef comes out and tells everybody, get lunch is ready.
Wonderful. Go for some grub.
This will move back over to the chef's side. which during this time, I'm not starting normal time. Again, we've got like 3 different clocks. I'm starting a third one right now as Brigham and Perila came in. So since you guys were in the mess hall off of your guys' break, you guys would see them coming in. And your time starts now. So this is a collective. This isn't one side or the other. This is a collective group interaction.
Haha! I knew we could do it.
So your time starts now.
Okay, so was I still playing cards? I'm gonna quit doing that if I was and kind of make my way over to Cowboy.
I'm gonna pause time real quick, and I'm gonna reiterate that when the foghorn went off, the guards that you were playing cards with, so all the
Okay.
guards that were at the table got up and left, and new guards came in.
Okay.
And during that time, you also saw that Perila and Brigham made their way into the mess hall. Time start.
I make my way to the top part.
Just assume that almost any time that I start talking that I'm pausing time. Just so you guys know that when everybody comes in, just like a cafeteria at school or something like that, you know, there's a lot of loud chatter. You know, everybody's kind of in there, they're talking, it's a lot more lax. You know, unless you're really paying attention, it's kind of hard to discern what other conversations are going on because it's just a lot of chatter between everybody. So have that kind of image in your head, or that, you know, you're in a dining hall, you're with a bunch of other people that are all chatting, they're all kind of like focused on their own conversations. You know, like again, unless you're really paying attention, you not really hearing what they're saying, you're just hearing a bunch of, you know, background noise. Okay?
Okay.
Cool. Time go.
I'm paraphrasing that to what I heard was, assume you may be overheard, but it's unlikely.
Correct.
That's what I heard out of
Yeah, I'm saying, you know, you're in a common place, and you know, I don't know what I could reference it for you. I'd assume some of the colloquials would, you know, transfer over, but you know, you're just kind of in a big, call it like an event hall where everybody's
that.
just
You know,
chatting, having their own conversations.
over here, right?
Huh?
We have cafeterias and mess halls over here as well.
Well, I understand that. I just, like I said, I'm just saying, like, you know, think of it like an old, you know, back when you were in school, and all of a sudden, you know, you and your friends are all talking, but you can hear like literally everybody else talking, but you can't make out what they're saying because you're not paying attention, you know?
Yeah.
So, same concept. Go on.
No, I was done.
Okay. So at this point, you guys have all made it. You know, it seems like you guys have all kind of, like, you saw each other. You guys kind of made your way over to each other, kind of sat down at the table. The chefs and everybody, you know, the cooks that are on duty are, you know, bringing food out and doing stuff like that. At this point in time, you guys are all on lunch.
Great. I'll
And you guys
open
have
up.
4 minutes left for the group interaction, let's call it.
I'll just kind of smile around our little group and be like, hey guys, how was shift?
Illuminating.
go.
This place
Go ahead. The place is what?
This place is state of the art. There's not a crack or a flaw in the entire prison, far as I can tell. It's very impressive.
I agree. The architecture is gorgeous. I don't do well in social situations. I'm sorry.
None of us do.
What?
As if nobody's noticed throughout this entire campaign. It's how you guys interact. Got a bunch of introverts trying to play extroverts.
I'm an introvert.
I'm an introvert.
Actually, it's part of my character flaw, just so you know.
Introvert.
Like,
You know, for the one that stands out the most as a, you know, brony, makes sense, I guess.
okay, but listen though. Okay, that's just my picture that we chose.
Well, yeah, but I mean, technically you're kind of like a centaur, you know, looking thing. So,
Yeah,
I mean, you still stand out. So, you know, for
So?
somebody who stands out so much, being an introvert is kind of funny.
It's part of my character flaws. It literally says does not do well in social situations, is often awkward. Okay, hold on.
Brigham asks
Come sit with Mom.
the cooks how's the kitchen? How's that looking? Everything you expected, or more, less?
Come here, Gwendolyn.
It's a kitchen.
Come here.
Not anything I've expected.
Here's some cards. Yeah. Oh, that's Mama's. Are you thirsty? You want some water? No. Okay. No.
Say it with your chest,
you're
kid.
hungry?
No!
Let's go sit.
I kind of
Again,
glance
the
over
reason
at
I told you
everybody.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just do a general glance over at everybody and just go, I hope y'all got a plan.
Come here. Come on. Let's sit down. Okay, come on.
Then I go back to rubbing my holy symbol.
Roll another d20, cowboy. Yeah, with a nat 1, you kind of raise some, you know, eyes from a couple of the guards. Some of the other guards that are in the room. And, you know, the one that actually closest to you guys, you know, as you're sitting there kind of, you got your thumb out, you know, you got your holy symbol out and you kind of got your thumb just kind of, you know, rubbing over the top of it. He kind of looks over and points out and he goes, hey, you know, what are you doing?
I'm having a word with my creator.
What's that you got there?
I'm having a word with my creator.
Pop-Tart.
Just my belief, my religion, that's all. I believe in having a personal connection with him.
Oh yeah, who might that be?
The creator. There is only one.
Well, yeah, but which one?
Oh.
Mike Rita doesn't have a name. He's a spirit.
Did we not go through your faith stuff?
Not really.
I mean, that's on you guys to do and your backstory stuff, not.
I mean, mine is pretty well established. Just bring that up.
Well,
Mine
oh,
is
I know that.
down. It's available to see.
I'll say yours is the cult of malcontent.
Yeah, basically. Mine is the church of if I ever manage to fucking die, some great bitch is gonna eat me forever. If I'm lucky.
All right, cowboy, give me a small description of your religion. What's it kind of based on?
Nature.
Nature?
Considering I don't have memory of my past, I really can't define a religion. So I found faith in nature.
All right.
That's about as close and as clear as I can get it.
The guard asks if he can, and he seems pretty sincere about his stuff. He's like, can I mind if I take a look at your, your what were you calling it? Whatever you're
Holy
rubbing on
symbol.
currently. Yeah, he goes, you mind if I take a look at that?
I guess it'd be okay. I'll pass it over to him.
Are we about to get some Quaho backstory?
I'm looking forward to this.
Right.
So as you pass it over, he looks at it and he goes, I've seen this before.
You have.
He goes, oh man. He goes, I didn't know you were a follower of Talos.
If that's the name you give him.
I go, Talos? Does that not ring a bell? The Destroyer? What about that? Does that ring a bell? The Stormlord, maybe?
I'll have to do some looking into it.
Literally Googled
The
him.
Raging One. Are any of these ringing a bell? He goes, how do you have a religion and you don't know your own god?
Again,
well, again, Cowboy, was this information that you that you gave up to a, thing that you didn't have your memory? Are you telling the guards that?
As far as my religion goes, it's just my belief. You call him by names. I don't call him by names.
I mean, that's actually a lot less vague than some of the shit we had to deal with from the NPCs in the past, and just had to. So, actually, no, it's about equally vague, to be honest.
I've been on the road
I
for
kind
a
of looked
long
at you,
time.
and I'll tell you that the symbol that you're holding is it looks like 3 lightning bolts radiating from a single point.
Hmm.
That's the symbol that you're rubbing on.
Okay. Can I have it back, please?
Yeah, he looks at you and goes, "Yeah, no problem." Hands it back. Like I said, he seemed pretty, he was interested, but he wasn't. He didn't show any signs of being like, um,
A dick about it.
he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't being vindictive. He wasn't poking at you or nothing. He was more interested than anything. And
Hmm.
he sat there and he goes, yeah. He goes, if you want. He goes, he goes, I'm kind of a connoisseur of different faiths and stuff. Hold on one second.
And I thought me and Cowboy's characters were gonna have a really, really bonding moment where I could stand up for and fail.
Sorry, say that again. I was talking to Rayleigh real quick. My bad.
I was just being sassy.
Well, yeah, but I didn't get to hear it.
Me and Cowboy, whose characters was gonna have a real bonding moment where I got to stand up for him and fail.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Also, Cowboy, I sent you the
Yeah, I just
thing
seen it.
on your. Yep. Okay. But again, the guard seems, he's sitting there. And he's more of a, seems pretty sincere about his stuff, and he goes, I know a few things about a lot of different gods. I could understand you saying that there's only one. That's how a lot of people think, but and I won't persuade you from that. But everybody's got their own god.
Yeah, I
There's
understand.
plenty of them out there.
I'm just the type of person that I don't want to I don't like putting a being image onto mine.
Well, he goes, well, if this is who you're praying to, he goes, praying or interacting with. He goes, I can give you a little bit of information on him. I don't know. It seems like you're not very well versed in your own god.
Yeah, we can get together and talk about it some.
He goes, you're not a. He goes, you're not an angry person, are you? I don't want to get on your bad side,
No,
I don't need Talos coming after me.
No, just a protective person. That's all.
Yeah, no, that seems seems a little odd considering. But he goes, that's fine, and he kind of looks at you and goes, I'm gonna go back to my meal.
All right.
As he kind of just sits there and he kind of looks at you and goes, and goes back to eating.
I go back to sitting there thinking.
make sure that in your description inside of D20, go to Faith and put in follower of Talos. And group interaction starts again now. I'm actually going to pause it real quick. Give me a perception check from Tato and Brigham.
Ignorance is bliss
Yep.
until it spears you through the eyeball.
I got an 18.
Okay. With that, Perila, you're sitting opposite of Pop Tart anyway, so you kind of overheard since you were kind of in the middle of it. Brigham is off in his own little world, didn't hear the conversation, and Tato, you caught the conversation as well. So time start.
Okay. I think he's gonna raise some suspicion.
Yeah, we'll have to be a little more careful.
Yeah.
Pause again. Just so you guys are right, you noticed that he was interested, and again, he seemed more interested and more, it didn't seem like ill intent with what he was doing. It was more just,
Right, but genuine curiosity. He's a guard of a prison, right? If he gets too much information, or catches us trying to set up meetings or something, it's gonna raise suspicion because he's friends with one of the cooks.
Yeah, he's friends with one of the cooks, but he's also, like, that's Quajo's backstory, not Pop-Tarts.
Right.
all right, time start. Just throwing it out there.
All right. Well, let's just keep doing what we're doing, and I guess we'll see each other on meal breaks.
Yeah, I feel like meal breaks are going to be our best source. I don't think we should sit together through all of them. I think we need to maybe only pick one and meet at one meal break.
Pause time. Everybody roll a perception check.
No.
I got an 8.
Oh, point!
I'm sorry. Did I need to roll?
Everybody, yeah, perception.
Okay. Sorry, I was out of the
No, you're
room
good.
for a
You're
moment.
good.
I mean, making kung fu noises there while rolling was slightly effective.
I mean, I was gonna say I was hoping for a better roll since you gave the action noises, but
There we go. Got a 17.
okay. So Perila and Brigham both. After this conversation kind of happened, you guys are, looking around, kind of with your suspicion of what's going on. But you can tell that everybody that's in the mess hall currently, there's no shifty eyes. There's no, like you don't feel like there's just eyes upon you or people trying to listen in. You feel like that it's a comfortable area that nobody really cares about.
And then I'm going to have to leave in like 20 minutes to make it to the church. So do you want to keep playing for me, Jer?
What would that be, like right at 5 o'clock?
I'm going to leave like 10 before.
It'll be
Gotcha.
about
when we normally end, won't it?
Yeah, it's about an hour before, which is fine.
Yeah, but I mean, it'll be midnight for me as well, so.
That's fine.
Oof.
We can call it when you need to take off.
Okay, cool.
Because that'll give the chef side. So basically, when you guys are done with your chef side of things, is when we'll end it.
Okay.
Because you guys have about less than a minute of the group interaction left.
Okay.
So again, Perila and Brigham, you guys both kind of noticed that even with your suspicions of stuff going on, you kind of notice that even while you guys are here in the mess hall, like nobody's looking at you guys weird. Nobody's looking at you guys in a way. You guys were all on the boat together, so everybody just nobody really cares that guards and cooks are intermingling currently. Not in here.
Oh yeah, because we were intermingling on the ship too.
Right.
Okay. So we kind of already set up the story kind of that we knew each other prior to this. Okay. I like where we're going. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. And with that, that is going to be the end of the group interaction. So we're going back to the cook side, which is Pop-Tart and Tato. And your guys' time starts now.
Okay, so we're done with lunch and is our shift starting or?
You're not done with lunch yet, but your guys' time starts now.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna finish eating my lunch and just keep observing what I can between the shifts and the way people are interacting.
Again, here in the mess hall, you see everybody kind of eating. When they get done eating, they're more conversing over, just normal day-to-day life. You got some of the guards that are sitting there, oh man, these patrol routes are freaking boring, just walking over and over. But like, yeah, but the pay's good, and this food ain't half bad either. And you got a couple of them that are complaining about some of the weather, others that are going, hey, it's actually nice out today. Just normal in between, just general conversation.
Okay.
What's this room here?
1 second. Let me see.
That, guard room, I can't remember.
R7. So you would have that on your map that you've got.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Marked as the counselor's quarters. But that's all you know from it.
Okay.
So that room down there is marked as counselor's quarters, and that's about it.
I'm just probably gonna sit
you kind of,
here.
you kind of just put your hand out and just kind of look like you're stretching, and all of a sudden, that map kind of pops out for you, and you're just kind of sitting there, staring across the table at, Brigham, and you kind of close your hand, and the map goes away because again, it's only visible to you when you're using it, and yeah, that's the counselor's quarters.
Okay. I guess right now I'm just gonna stay right here at the table until my ship becomes active.
Yeah, I'm just gonna intermingle with the guards and whoever else I can.
So what do you plan to do during that time? Are you just gonna have conversation or play or what?
Yeah, just have conversation.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Hold of your side, you can't just like that was fucking good. Just stuffing my face in and like 2 thumbs up and eating with my face essentially.
If I can catch any conversations where people want anything or are looking for things and I can earn some favor with them, maybe I'll pay attention to those conversations and see what I can do.
Excuse me. What is that for? No, thank you.
Stuffing my face.
Yep, just enjoying a meal and chilling. You eat it.
Okay. Any particular conversation?
Nope. Just general.
Again, I'll tell you right
No.
now, for the next minute and 30, I will let dead air rise unless you're doing something on the cook side.
Okay. Just ask
You're all done?
people about their if they like the jobs, if they like the food. Anything.
A couple of the guards they're sitting over there. You got one and he's sitting there going, "Have you tried the food?" He goes, "This stuff." And he goes, "God dang!" He goes, "For a prison," he goes, "they make some of the best food I've ever eaten." And he looks over. He goes, "You're one of the cooks." He goes, "Did you make this meal?"
Not this one, no. Be cooking. My shift will start here soon.
He goes, "Well, heck, if you guys keep this up," he goes, "we'll never, he goes, we won't have to worry about anything." He goes, "This food is delicious." He goes, "Better than what the prisoners get." He goes, "I've seen some of the slop they get. God damn, they feed us good though."
Well, we got to take care of y'all. Keeping everything in line.
So what's the history of this jail? When was it built?
As you start to, kind of say that out loud, all of a sudden you hear from the back room, the big chef comes out and he goes, "Hey, you two," he goes, "your guys' lunch is over. Get in here and start cooking. We got to do shift change." As he calls for Pop-Tart and Pop-Tart and Tato to get back in the kitchen.
Okay. Yes, sir. On my way. Grab my tray and shit and make my way to the kitchen.
So you guys are currently on duty. Well, both of y'all to give me a let me see here. You can choose between sleight of hand or survival.
Gonna go with sleight of hand for me. 22.
All right. With 23 and a 22, you guys are in there just, cooking up a storm. you know, you guys are doing everything just the right way. You know, you got the head chef. He comes over every now and then and kind of, you know, you think he's gonna sit there
Okay.
and kind of redirect you on what you're doing, but you know, he kind of looks over your guys' shoulder and realizes that you know you guys are doing a decent job, and
Cool.
you know, you're over there just getting the vegetables all chopped up the right way. You know, there's nothing burning on the stoves. There's, you know, you guys are maintaining what y'all are doing pretty well right now. So, you can see him kind of go back to his own little spot as he's kind of doing his own little thing and kind of leaving you guys alone for right now.
Oh, glad I did this when I was younger. Sorry, I didn't mean that to come over the
History check.
stream. No, I did. I was talking to
Nope.
something else.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
No, I thought I had my mic. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was gonna say I will roll that into your stuff if you roll a history check. I didn't know.
Can we have like light chit chat with the main chef dude?
Yeah. Like I said, he kind of looked over your shoulder and everything, and just kind of went back to his own little, you know. He's got his stuff that he's doing, but he realized that he didn't really need to, you know,
Managers.
manage you too well this time around. You know, you guys seem to be competent in what you're doing, so.
Okay, well, I guess I want to just ask him about, you know, how long he's been here, if he likes it, if there's any, you know, anything we need to know as newbies.
You know, he basically tells you, he goes, you know, the biggest thing, he goes, just do your job. He goes, you know, you were hired for a reason. He goes, you know, you come in here, he goes, you do your job, and he goes, and you're taken care of pretty well here.
So is he just not going to answer how long he's been here?
Oh, sorry, I didn't catch that part. He tells you that he's been here for, you know, I think he kind of thinks back and he kind of looking at me. He's like, you know, I don't know, probably about like 10 years or so. He goes, I've been here for a while. He goes, you know, I took this job and it's been good to me. He goes, I do my job, and he goes, you do yours, and we won't have any problems. He goes, you know, it's an easy job to do.
So, what type of meat we having tonight?
Yep.
Say again.
So, what type of meat we having tonight? Cow, chicken, sheep.
He points over the table, and you know, there's a couple big slabs. There's some beef and some mutton sitting over there. A big old slab of, you know, there's a big old cow leg sitting there, and there's a, you know, half of a sheep mutton that's laying there.
Are we just prepping just the guard food right now, or are we making inmate food as well?
If you think the inmates are getting something like that.
Mutton's gross.
Mutton.
Lamb's a whole
Sheep is
different story.
delicious.
Mutton's gross.
What? We'll have that conversation later.
It's too fatty
I think
and it's
I think
grainy.
you have it backwards, because mutton, which I'm pausing time for this conversation now. So mutton is a sheep that has had their balls cut off so testosterone doesn't go through their body, which makes the meat actually very delicious. Because then
No,
it's not.
mutton is an
Much for
ew
tackling
that
this
is too
topic
old.
later.
Mutton's an ew that's old.
No, a mutton is a sheep that has had his balls cut off.
I mean, it's pretty cool.
Okay, so if you go to the dictionary, it's the flesh of a sheep, especially a mature sheep. Hogget is what you're thinking of, because I've got plenty of hogget. And I like that because it's just a little bit better than lamb.
Actually, it just says the flesh of a fully grown sheep used for food. But yeah, let's have this conversation later.
I'm just saying.
I'm with you, Jeremy, but there's no need to fight over this right now. We can always fight later.
I grew up down here fucking cutting shit off of so many things. Like, I've dealt with it for so long to where I'm like, this is one thing I'm actually pretty well versed on. But regardless, you guys have, half of a sheep cut in half, down the middle, basically laying on the table, and you guys got a big old
Mixture of everything.
cow leg laying up there. And that's the meat we're working with today.
Alrighty. I'll go back to cutting my vegetables.
Do we do any special preparations for anybody's birthdays or anything as they come up, or?
No. The percentage dice rolled at 2 out of 100, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
There's nothing going on besides you guys' first day here. Seems like just a normal. You guys are just getting into the groove of things. There's nothing special going on.
Well, I think something special's happened. We've gone through a whole day. Nobody's been killed. Nothing's been set on
Nobody's
fire.
fucked up.
You just fucked it up. Now all the shit's gonna happen in like the last 5 minutes.
That's why it's why you don't say the word slow on shift.
Right.
What does flow mean?
It's an American thing. A lot of people who work fast food and retail and stuff, generally during the slow hours where there's not many customers, somebody will say, "Oh, it's such a slow day. How nice!" And then shit hits the fan, and they get like slammed.
I thought
Flow, not flow.
flow.
Yep. So as you guys are getting towards the end of, you guys are prepped all the other stuff. Give me 1 second. So as you guys are prepping all the food, you guys are cutting off like the odds and ends, like, random pieces that are just bullshit. You guys are making like a scrap pile of all the, the onion ends, the stems of different things, pieces of meat that aren't, going to be used on anything, pieces of fat that aren't going to be rendered down and cooked. And you guys, know that you're making a scrap pile. And as time goes on, the chef looks at you and goes, "All right." He goes, "Well, we're done with the guard meals." He goes, "Take all that scrap and make it into make it for the prisoners. Well, let's go."
Alright, pick everything up, throw it in a big pot, fire it up.
Yeah, you can roll a sleight of hand or a survival.
Both of us, or just him?
Are you helping?
Yeah.
Then neither one.
Got a 22.
Cool. And so as you guys are doing that, you guys get all the little odds and end pieces. You guys find anything else that kind of got left over around the kitchen, and you guys are just throwing it into this big pot, making a big old thing of just gruel. You know, you're not really paying too much mind to seasoning or anything like that, you know, but you guys are cooking it, you know, adeptly. Everything that was left over from what the guards and whatnot were being fed, you guys are just throwing into this, you know, massive, we'll call cauldron or, you know, big ass pot, you know.
Who serves the prisoners?
He says that guards on duty will, you know, go and take stuff around.
Do we know how many prisoners we're feeding?
Not yet.
Okay.
Currently, you guys are just making the food.
Well, I don't know if, you know, portion-wise, trying to make sure everybody has some. So if we gotta, like, throw some potatoes or some shit in there to make more. That was why I was asking.
He looks at you and he goes, "You really care that much about the prisoners, if they eat or not?"
I don't want to riot.
One second.
I was actually thinking the exact same thing there. Just I like your mind right now.
I don't care if I'm feeding them shit. I just want to make sure they have something because hangry. I know how I get when I'm hangry.
And he kind of looks at you and goes, "You know, I don't know if you realize where you're at, but he goes, this ain't a place of riot." He goes, "Too many fail safes." Which I don't remember if anybody actually remembers from earlier on, but
This place makes Alcatraz look pretty cozy.
Well, that's good to know. Just never worked a job like this, so didn't know the risks that we were taking.
roll a d20, Miranda.
Okay. Got an 8.
Ooh, you lucked out. He kind of looks at you and goes, "Well, you know, you're new here, so I'll let it slide." But he goes, "You know, these are prisoners." He goes, we don't give a shit about them." He goes, "They're here for a reason." He goes, "They better be glad that we feed them what we feed them in the first place." And, you know, he kind of goes back to what he's doing.
Understood, sir.
With that, we will, because I just looked at the time, it's 4:55. So
Yeah.
we'll call it there so that way you can get over, do what you need to do.
Okay. Well,
Go ahead.
y'all have a good day.
You too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Assassinate head cook.